I remember saying to my agents, this is the best script I've read in a long time. Let me know who gets it. And it was just this amazing process of meeting George in his office, and we just talked, and we didn't audition or anything like that. And then about a month later, I was in New York and working on something else, and I went on tape for it. And 2 days later, they called, and it was pretty surreal, because I was thinking that there would be this long, extensive process, and just looked at the tape and did it. And I still, to this day, don't really believe that I have it. Except this wool is very itchy, so it's kind of like pinching yourself. Pro football at the time was basically, as they describe it, just coal miners and working class guys just smashing each other's heads in cornfields. And it was interesting. Supposedly they actually did go up to the audience at the end with their helmets and actually collect money like street performers, which I think is so surreal. It's so weird. And yeah, it really was more like a freak show than anything else. It was something to watch, but not to follow or be a part of. And Dodge realizes at the time that college football is becoming what we know football as now. I mean, coaches like Newt Rockne at the time were forming these plays, and all of a sudden the teams looked like what we know football to be now, which is, pretty executed plays, and it's basically like battling on the field rather than just wrestling and fighting each other. She was already on the Friends page right away, and I think it took me a little while to pinch myself and realize that she wasn't this big star as much as she was just a really awesome girl to work with. And as far as working with her, she's so sweet and so energetic, and she brings such a great energy to the set. And so especially with my scenes with her, we have a great time because Carter is supposed to be completely, mystified by her and totally taken. And I had no trouble with that because it was just fun to do in every scene with her. So it's been great. It's been a real honor. I felt like we were really connected and buddies and doing this thing together because the scene is basically, it's equal weight on both characters, and he gives you that respect that that this is as much your scene as his scene. It's not one of those things where this is a George Clooney movie and a George Clooney scene. It's more about how much he wants you to have fun and do it. And so I just had a blast. I mean, I will never forget that night. It was so much fun. And right from the first take, we were just having fun. And we were kind of going through this scene, really living it, rather than saying, where do I hit you and where do you hit me? And he just wanted to wing it and wing the choreography and the fight and all that. And it was a blast. And by that time, I'd really felt like I was the most comfortable around him.